Grab your lunchbox and your overcoat, kids. We're going on a geeky field trip to the Big Island, Hawaii to check out the stars, volcanoes, and more right here on this episode of Super Geek Saturday.
Super Geek Saturday.
Greetings, beautiful mutants. So, this week, my boyfriend and I took a little mini vacation to the Big Island of Hawaii. In addition to seeing the typical touristy things like, oh, waterfalls, that is Rainbow Falls.
Wow, that's a lot of flow there.
The really exciting stuff to geeks like us were the science field trips at the Imiloa Astronomy Center and a trip to Mauna Kea. One of the first geeky things that we did was go check out the Imiloa Astronomy Center, which sits at the base of Mauna Kea. This astronomy center is really awesome, and if you're ever in Big Island, I highly recommend you go and check it out. It's got really fascinating exhibits. You can go check out the planetarium, and there was also a lot of really fun science experiments set up around the astronomy center. Basically learn all about how important a role star watching and star navigation played in the discovery of the Hawaiian Islands and how it continues to further our knowledge. Does that make sense? Then we went from learning about the stars to actually watching the stars. We drove all the way up this long ass drive on the slopes of Mauna Kea. We were actually up 9,000 feet above sea level to go and star watch at the Ellison Onizuka Astronomy Center. Just to prove that we are here, look, we are at 9,000 feet up. That's right, 9,000 feet. Jesus Christ. We were really fortunate that it was a sans moon night because that allowed us to see a lot of stars in the sky. A lot of people think that, oh, with the moon out, you know, full moon, we'll get to see a lot of stars. No, we don't want that because that has a lot of light pollution and you'll get to see a couple thousand less stars. So there was no moon in the sky. And so because of that, we were able to see around 4,000 stars in the sky, if you can believe it. In addition to the thousands of stars that we got to see, we saw the Milky Way right above us, and we got to see Jupiter and its moons, and a bunch of other awesome constellations. Here's some of the pictures that my boyfriend took, because he's an awesome photographer, BTW. If you plan to go up there, and you should, make sure you dress properly. It was around 50 degrees, probably even colder than that, because you're at that high and it was chilly winds. So make sure you dress properly and not like how I dress. In contrast to the stargazing we did the night prior, we drove to the Hawaii Volcanoes National Park and checked out some volcanoes. I must warn you, if you go there expecting to see a live lava flow, be prepared to be disappointed. If you honestly want to see lava flow, I highly recommend you look up one of those helicopter tours, because that will get you overhead and you can go ahead and see that lava spilling out into the ocean. One of the things you can see while there, and you can actually walk through, is a lava tube. Hey Ranger Dave, I've got a question. What's a lava tube?
I'm Ranger Dave, and today we're going to talk about one of our park's most amazing creations of nature, lava tubes. The flowing lava is about 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which is incredibly hot. But when it's here at the surface, exposed to the open air, it actually cools and hardens from the outside in fairly quickly. The lava flow will start to create a channel, just like a river. And just like a river in the wintertime, the channel will start to crust or freeze over from the outer edges towards the middle.
That's gonna do it for this edition of Super Geek Saturday. I hope you enjoyed your field trip with us to the Big Island of Hawaii. And hey, guess what? I love your feedback and suggestions, so leave me a text comment or post the video response because I love seeing your beautiful faces. As we say in Hawaii, ahui ho until we meet again, but as I like to say, stay geeky.